Hello and welcome to LTS Suite. Today I'm going to show you how we can create a supplier invoice. To get started, we're going to go into our purchases module, and then we're going to go into supplier invoice. Once we're here in our supplier invoice page, we're going to go up to the top to hit the new button. Once we start our new supplier invoice, you'll see the new document number up there. But most importantly, we need to choose our supplier. In this case, I'm going to be choosing Ashley. Now that we have Ashley selected, we can go ahead and look at all the POs that we've received so far from Ashley. I'm going to be focusing on this top one, PO number 76. Once you drop down your PO, or more than one PO you can have in here, it's going to start to total out all what was on the PO. So we have a total amount of $2101.33. That means there's currently a difference of the same amount because we need to specify how much the supplier invoice is costing us. So the supplier invoice number given to us by Ashley, you just need to record that number here, just like so. Now on that supplier invoice, we do need to put, how much the actual supplier invoice was. I'm going to say this is going to be $2,200. Now that we have placed our supplier invoice total amount there that we've gotten from our supplier invoice number given to us by Ashley, we can scroll down a little bit, and there is now a difference of $98. So this difference down over here, it could be the additional expenses that we need to make sure that we add into there, or it could be that we're neglecting some items that we need to add onto this. But we do show you whether or not you have a difference on there or not. So I'm going to go ahead and specify additional expenses. And let's say that we're going to credit this to the supplier for $98.67. We're going to press the OK button. And as soon as I do that, you can see that the total additional expenses is that $98.67. So that's going to make us have a $0 difference there. That's going to be very important in order to continue on and save this document. Now we have additional checkboxes over here if we want to apply the effective rate per unit, this $98, and it will aggregate it into all of the purchase prices of our items. So we do have the checkbox there in case you do want to do that, or if you want to include the additional expenses in your COGS. The next step is to go ahead and add your first payment date, or at least the next payment days that you're going to owe this supplier. So let's say that we're going to go 2 weeks out to do the 23rd. Let's say it's going to be half of it. Once you do that, we're going to hit the add button. That's going to reduce down the total pending amount that we'll eventually owe Ashley, which is fine. So after the January 23rd one, we'll go 2 more weeks out to the 6th. And we'll say that we're going to do the final $1,100 amount and press the add button there. There we go. So now that we have a $0 total pending scheduled amount, we got them both scheduled there. These would be the due dates of these payments. Once we got all that situated, we're going to hit the create button right now. Once the supplier invoice gets created, it will come up here as the most recent one. And then in here, we can show you a little bit more data, like how many different POs are on here, what was the purchase document number. And then if you scroll to the right a little bit, there is a payment schedule note there. So the first payment is due on the 23rd, and then there's going to be a secondary payment on the 6th. So that is how to create a supplier invoice in LTS Suite. Thank you.